In the city of Charleston, also known as the Holy City, the soundtrack of Sunday morning is church bells, with the occasional solo from Mike Stusnick's shovel, a reminder of the city's other nickname, the City of Disasters.
A lot of work.
After Hurricane Matthew uprooted trees and muddied streets in Harleston Village, Stusnick and his wife tackled the sidewalk together, like they've been doing for a decade.
We actually celebrated our 10th wedding anniversary, the 7th. We rode out the hurricane sitting here. We had plans for a nice night out, but everybody canceled.
Leaving the two alone for the perfect staycation with power remaining the entire night.
At least we were thankful for that and cable, because we rode it out watching the football games yesterday.
From the remote to the rake, and a smile with each push.
We're always positive, so that's the way we live.
Just around the corner from those folks, some folks out here didn't have it quite as easy. You look down here and you can see flooded roads, that vehicle trying to make its way down here, get an idea of how deep that water is. Then down this street over here, more of the same with those trash bins that have been overturned. But despite all of this, the folks that we talked to out here say it could have been much, much worse.
Like last night when I was looking at the news, it was like 1 million people across the state have lost power, and somehow down here on the peninsula, we never did. I mean, the lights flickered a couple of times, but other than that, it was stayed on the whole time.
Back on the Stusnick's block, Sunday's delivery shows times are returning to normal, with cleanup for now nearing completion.
Just let me know when you're tired, baby. That's all.
In Charleston, Justin Hinton.
That's going to be a big pile.
News 13.
Make them honest, boys. Make them honest.
For all his success in the water.
Let's attack the ball now. Attack the ball.
On the gridiron, donned in blue, Lecky Haller is nearly invisible, save for the signature stash he's kept over the years. Many of his athletes have no idea what he accomplished 24 years ago.
Keep communicating, guys.
Before many of the people on this field were even born.
I got to race in 2 Olympics in 1992 in Barcelona, Spain, and in Sydney, Australia in 2000.
The sport, whitewater canoeing. His best finish came in '92, just off the medal stand in 4th, with his partner, Jamie McEwen. That's McEwen in the front, Haller in the back.
Those moments are so special and become part of you and make you what you are.
So much so that back on the field, the memory of McEwen flies high, represented by the flag of the '72 Games, his first trip to the Olympics.
When I see the flag flapping in the breeze and snapping in the wind, I feel like the friend that I raced in a boat with for 6 years, just 6 inches away from me, is still here, even though he's passed on. And I have that nostalgia and that emotional attachment to that particular flag from 44 years ago.
Haller doesn't compete anymore, but he still considers himself a fan of the games.
I still get goosebumps.
Watching everything he can and passing on the lessons learned over his 20-year career to the next generation of athletes.
Sell it, boys, sell it.
Whether they're the next Olympic great or putting on pads at Asheville School for the first time.
If you can give them 1 or 2 tidbits that they can use for the rest of their lives, and they come back and they tell you that it really helped, that's gratifying.
A love that continues day in and day out.
Get to the ball! Get to the ball!
In Asheville, Justin Hinton, News 13.
Doing your mocha? And here's your other one.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Each cup of joe at Dynamite Roasting Company took roughly 9 years to make. From the day the bean was planted to the day the coffee gets consumed.
There's your coffee.
The same amount of time it took the owners to build the company to what it is today. Starting with their shop in Black Mountain, to the warehouse where they fire up the roast.
We had modest plans when we started, but it's just grown organically.
Geographically too, relying on farmers in Rwanda when they met for the first time last summer.
We essentially are standing on the shoulders of the work that these people do.
This is a partnership that extends far beyond the harvesting of coffee beans, something they both realized after stepping foot inside the once war-torn country.
You learn that everybody's the same. Everybody has the same needs. Everybody has beautiful children that they love. Everybody wants to support their families. and they work hard to do it.
So as those families work hard to grow the beans, Dynamite Roasting is working hard to make sure they have what they need to sustain life.
I grew up in a rural place, and it was really close to my heart, the idea that maybe that cows could help change someone's life. And we decided that we would start trying to help them acquire cows.
It's a great big world, but it's also a very small world. And the more you get to know people, the more you can help each other so that everybody does well.
A trip of a lifetime, teaching two coffee shop owners so much about a people who have so little, giving new meaning to the beans that come through this warehouse and into each cup of coffee.
It has character now, it has personality. It's not just a product anymore. This is somebody's life, somebody's livelihood, somebody's family, all in this bag.
Once you see all that in place, you realize it's so much more than just sending coffee out the door. It's certainly a big deal, and so much more than a business.
In Black Mountain, Justin Hinton, News 13.